Okay, so we're wrapping up our season of foolishness. We're wrapping up all these characteristics of a fool. We said that they despise wisdom. We said that they vomit words. We said that they do damage, that they get angry, they reject discipline, they don't listen, they lack self control, they trust in themselves, they're enjoying foolishness. But all of this leads to the final characteristic of the fool, and that is that they face consequences. Bad things are coming. But it's funny because, like, after Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, the government officials said, oh, no one could have seen it coming. And after 9/11, government officials said, oh, no one could have seen the terrorist attacks. And we claim for ourselves that same kind of thinking. We say, oh, I couldn't have seen the consequences of what I was doing. We do something really foolish, and then we're surprised when it doesn't work out, when things go really bad. One of the best questions we can ask is, where's all this leading? What is the destination? Where is the end? If I do all these things, if I am a fool, what is my end? Well, the end is bad. It's a bad end with consequences. Proverbs 10:14 says, the mouth of a fool hastens destruction. In other words, it's coming if you keep talking foolishly. 10:29 says, destruction awaits a malicious person. 14:3 says, proud speech of a fool brings a rod of discipline. Proverbs 16:18 says, pride comes before destruction. Proverbs 19:28 says, beatings are for the backs of fools. Proverbs 26:3 says, there's a whip for the horse, a bridle for a donkey, and a rod for the backs of fools. Over and over again, we then shouldn't be surprised at what we find. And what we find is that there is destruction, there is consequence, there is discipline that comes with foolish behavior. That's what's coming, and we shouldn't be surprised at it. And what's funny is Hurricane Katrina, they said nobody could have predicted it. Well, it was predicted. As a matter of fact, it was on the front page of the New Orleans newspaper, a huge investigative report of what was going to happen. And that was just a couple years before Katrina hit. And 9/11, there were all sorts of FBI memos out there saying, hey, they were looking maybe even to fly planes into buildings. So it's not that these things weren't known and that nobody knew. It's just that they didn't act on what they knew and do it in time. And that's the problem with the fool, is that they don't act to change their ways, even when the consequences are coming. Because they always think they can get away with it. They always think they can get around it. But they can't. And that's what God tries to tell us over and over again. That's what wisdom's tried to tell us, is that when you live this way, when you walk this path, it ends in a certain destination, and that destination is a bad one.